our collective demands as African youth committed to agroecology, we call on governments, development partners, civil society, and regional bodies to 1. Institutionalize agroecology in local development plans. Ensure that national and subnational policies prioritize agroecology as a strategic pathway for achieving the SDGs and strengthening community resilience. Secondly, invest in local youth-led agroecological enterprises. Provide targeted funding, training, and incubating support to youth enterprises rooted in agroecological principles to boost local economies and sustainable job creation. Third, second, access to land. Secure access to land, water, and control over seeds. Enact and enforce land tenure policies that prioritize youth access to productive resources and promote farmer-managed seed system as essential for healthy and sustainable food system. Fourth, embed agroecology and environmental education in schools. Reform curricula to include practical agroecology and SDGs localization modules, enabling youth people to learn, act, and lead in their communities. Fifth, facilitate youth participating in local and national governance. Establish formal mechanism for youth involvement in national and subnational agricultural, environmental, and food policy process, ensuring their voices shape decisions that affect their lives and future. 6. Promote territorial market and local food systems. Support infrastructure, information systems, and policy frameworks that empower youth to strengthen local markets and reduce dependence on industrial food chains. 7. Strengthen youth network and alliance for agroecology. Facilitate cross-country network that enable youth to share knowledge, coordinate action, and amplify their collective impact on food system and climate resilience. Local youth action is the heartbeat of sustainable development. On this International Youth Day 2025, we reaffirm our communities as Africa youth to lead locally rooted, globally significant agroecological transformation. Our power lies on our connection to our land, our communities, and our collective vision for food systems that are just, sustainable, and sovereign. Let us act, innovate, and lead locally from the Africa and plant we deserve. Jina naitwa Irene Chebet Kiplagat, natoka kaunti ya Baringo. Mi ni founder wa Baringo Youth Peace and Climate Movement. Our CBO is based on three marginalized communities, which are the Endorites, the Ilchamus, and the Pokots, which over the years they've been fighting. So through building our seed bank and exchanging seed, these have harmonized the communities, and for once, now we can communicate, we can work together, we can exchange seeds, and through that it has brought unity to our communities. As we speak right now, at this moment, people can freely move in Baringo with the help of the government, but at least with the youth initiative, it's making it stronger, and that everyone feels that she is part of this. So no community will dare attack, because now my kid is there. So that's our initiative as the youths of Baringo.
Asante sana, kwa majina ni Tabitha Munyiri. Nafanya kazi na shirika la Seed Savers Network, ambalo ndilo shirika ambalo linaweza kuleta huu mkusanyo katika nchi ya Afrika. Kwa hii training ambayo ina focus na mambo ya vile ambavyo our youth wanaweza kuwa ndio ambao leaders wa advocacy, especially pale ambapo tunaongelea mambo ya seed and food sovereignty. Nchi zaidi ya 20 zimekusanyika hapa, na the training itakuwa for 5 days. ambayo tutakuwa tukiangalia vile ambavyo tunaweza zidi kuendeleza kubuild the capacity of our young people, ili wanaweza kuwa ndio ambao wanaweza kuleta change, kwa sababu tunajua tunapoangalia mambo ya seed sovereignty katika Afrika, sheria ambazo zina govern mambo ya mbegu ni sheria ambazo ziko very punitive, zina segregate wakulima wale ambao ni wadogo, ambao tunaita smallholder farmers, kwa sababu hizi sheria huwa ziko mostly focused on promoting the commercial seed system. So the training here for 5 days is looking at how tunaweza build capacity ya our youth kuweza kuwa ndio ambao wako in the forefront, championing na advocating for seed and food sovereignty.
Wanjama from Seed Savers Network, and today is a very big day for the Seed Savers Network in Kenya. I know we have been doing a lot of work for the last 15 years. I know we have farmers in Turkana saving seeds, farmers in Lamu saving seeds, farmers in Central Kenya, they are saving seeds. A platform of now 114 community seed banks in Kenya. And we also have these interactive sessions where seed ambassadors, farmers are the one who go to do the training and exchanging knowledge. And all these community seed banks, together with the farmers, who are now over 80,000 farmers in Kenya saving seeds as part of the network, has attracted attention from the whole of the continent, African continent. And together now with the Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa, we have organized this training for the youths, so that youths can be leading the campaign for food sovereignty in Africa, for seed sovereignty in Africa. It's about sharing knowledge. We have also invited incredible facilitators who are going to tell us about how to be ourselves as African. How can we be ourselves, identifying ourselves with our food and also with our seed, and also being able to be proud of ourselves, because food sovereignty starts with pride of ourselves as a people. And also we also have people here who are going to tell us how to be how to respect our culture and our traditions, and how we can use culture and traditions to cultivate seed and food sovereignty as a practice, and also how to get involved, all of us, so that saving seeds, conserving agricultural biodiversity can be part of what is beneficial to the youths in terms of creating employment and bringing income for the youth.
Maybe you can just summarize some of the policies that you guys need to be enacted in a few. Kama unaweza kusia Kiswahili kidogo itakuwa sawa.
Yeah, so some of the policies we want our governments at the local level, regional level, various economic blocks to observe is especially the freedom to genetic resources across the continent, making sure that youths are able to access the genetic resources as economic empowerment, so that they can be exploited to do enterprises, and to make sure that they can end up in the market and bring youths employment, and also freedom to grow whatever people want and be able to feed ourselves. We are looking forward to having the governments also allocate budget. So governments across the continent allocate budgets to conservation of agricultural biodiversity, our indigenous livestock, our indigenous crops, so that they can be able to be conserved forever, actually, because young people need them, and people who come after us also need them. Na kwa kifupi, kwa Kiswahili nikisema kwamba tumekutana leo kama youths ama young people wa nchi zaidi ya 20 kutoka Afrika, na hii mkutano ni kuhakikisha kwamba wana youths ama youths wenye wako kwa mstari wa kwanza kwa maneno ya kusema kwamba serikali na za kitaifa na serikali za African blocks wanaweza kutetea uhuru wa kujiwekea mbegu, wanaweza kutetea uhuru wa kulima wa kuweza kuuza mbegu na kubadilishana mbegu. Ni kwa sababu karibu nchi zote za Afrika zaidi ya 80%, asilimia 80 ya mbegu zenye zinatumiwa na watu wa Afrika kokote mahali huko zinatoka kwa wakulima wenyewe, na tuko na policies Afrika mzima zenye zinasema hizo mbegu zenye ni 80% hazipei kipaumbele na serikali zetu, na kwa hivyo ndio tumesema tukutane kwa hii mkutano wa siku 5 na wana youths wa Afrika wa kuulizana tutateteaje mbegu zetu zenye zinalisha sisi kama watu wa Afrika, zenye zinatulisha, tutazitetea namna gani ndio ziweze kupewa kipaumbele na serikali zetu. Kenya iko the same, ni 20% ya mbegu tu ndio zinatoka kwa maduka. Hizo zingine zote tunajiwekea, zinatoka kwa soko zetu, zinatoka kwa majirani, na unaona sheria inakandamiza hizo mbegu zenye si za kutoka kwa duka, inafanya iwe haramu, na hivyo sio sawa. Na tunaamini kwa nini tunakutana na Afrika mataifa mengi, tunaamini kwamba hizi sheria zenye zinakandamiza maneno yetu ya kujiwekea mbegu, hizi sheria hazijatoka kwa nchi za Afrika, zinatoka kwa nchi zingine, mataifa mengine makubwa kama ushirikiano wenye unaitwa UPOV, Union for the Protection of New Varieties. Wanapeleka policy zao across the continent, every country, na wanakandamiza mbegu za wakulima, ndio wasiwe wanaleta mashindano kwa soko. Kwa hivyo, na kwa sababu sisi tushaelewa hivyo kama wanandao wa mbegu za wakulima Afrika, kwa sababu tumeshajua hivyo, ndio tunajaribu tunakutana under hii Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa, ndio tunaweza kutetea uhuru wa mbegu Afrika mzima.
My name is Awa Gay from Senegal, based in West Africa, Office of AFSA, working with the Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa. I think why we need youth on board for this agroecology issues is that we are looking for sustainability, and we cannot talk about sustainability without youth. And as also agroecology is kind of our promoting, it's kind of a spirit, it's a whole movement, and in this movement I think we need sustainability also. We need to hand over to the next generation what we had, what we got from our ancestors. So this side of youth inclusion in these agroecology issues is quite critical, because it will ensure sustainability but also continuity in the big work we are doing to protect our environment, to protect our seed sector, to protect also our agriculture and also our food systems.
Maybe some of the policies that you need them to be enacted all across the block of Africa, that you think they will be supportive and also protect the seed and food security.
Yeah, I think the big call, would be to our decision makers, the African Union and also national levels like our governments and also our ministers. We need them on board to support this initiative around agroecology, because I think that we are working for them, we are working for sustainability. So we need to really have a closer look on the privatization of our agriculture sector. We need also to empower, we need them also on board to empower our farmers' rights. We need also them to protect our farmers and also fight against this privatization of the seed, system, and also the, this multinationals on other corporates being, owning kind of becoming owners of our seed systems, which is really threatening our, our food systems all around Africa. Because when someone is controlling your seed, it's somehow controlling what you are eating and also controlling even like your health and other issues. So it's a bit related. So it's a very key topic we are attacking now, and we need, of course, our decision makers, and also we are calling the African Union to have a closer look on the initiative and also these regulations and these frameworks that they are bringing in Africa around our seeds. We need to be careful on to who we are handing over our seed systems and our food systems. This is quite critical.
My name is Lucy Akulo. I'm a youth from Uganda. I am from northern Uganda, one of the districts called Lira. I'm a born of Dokolo district, so all those are districts of Lango. It's been a journey to Seed Savers Network. Here it's interesting. You're able to see so many seeds, traditional seeds to be brief. But as a Ugandan who has come here, my interest is on seed saving. It is interesting to know that we are able to use the traditional seeds, the seeds that our own grandparents used before. So here my interest is on learning how I can continue to make sure that the seed which is planted today is also used by my own children, will also be used by my own grandchildren. So I want to give a brief on how it is used in my community. In my community, I want to give an example of the simsim, how we are preserving our simsim seeds, how we are doing it for the maize, how we are doing it for the chili. So let me be specific on the simsim. Whenever we harvest our simsim, we are drying the simsim properly, and we are using something very special, and that is the earthen pots. The earthen pots, there's a way we make it, and then we make it so safe for the seeds. In that earthen pots, there are other organic plants that are processed. For example, moringa seeds. We put them in. They help us in ensuring that the moisture content in that earthen pots are just favorable for the seeds to survive for the next year, or even for the 2 years. My own grandmother used to do that even for the next 3 years. So really, that is what is locally done. In Uganda, we have a body called Nogamo. Nogamo is a national organic agriculture movement of Uganda. It is directed by Chariton Namuwoza. Is a person who is a people person. Namuwoza is ensuring that every other person who is acting together is joining efforts and ensuring that organic agriculture is of the essence of life. Right now, I am a youth from who is a farmer from northern Uganda, but in there we have an organization called Lira Organic Horticulture and Grains Cooperative Society. So together with Nogamo for so many years, we have been working so hard to make sure that organic is the way of life. And today we want to embrace seed is life. We want to embrace that seed is our food, is our future, and it is the way we should live. So together, if we are to blend that, we have Inofo as an intercontinental body. It is a farm that is ensuring that all the organic farmers in Africa, I think it's also now in Asia, it is bringing all these organic organizations together to make sure that we are taking care of our seeds, we are taking care of our gardens, we are ensuring that ecology is at our fingerprints, we are ensuring that whatever we do, it is at our hearts. We have to do this like we want to live longer. So as we want to live longer, can we prove that ecology is the best path to take? Can we prove that whoever is doing something that makes us die early is seen as a threat to our life? Now, there are policies that are being worked on by Nogamo, by Inofo, and by Lira Organic Horticulture itself.
So together, I believe that with all the policies that are being developed, I am going to make sure that as I go back to Uganda, we are going to use the other knowledge that we are going to gain in this Seed Savers Network training. We are going to implement Seed as is life, so that we can also advocate more. Can other people know that seeds can live for 100 years? Believe me, others do not know. So it is something that we are believing that is going to work out all over Africa, and we shall all embrace life easily and cheaply. Thank you so much.